What is going on, guys? It is WrestleMania here, back with another video. Join us now as WrestleMania looks at the last minute rumors for WrestleMania 41. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new videos on WrestleMania XL. But let's get straight into rumor number one as a huge WrestleMania stage. Now, Triple H is promising a huge stage, and as we've recently noted, a leaked photo suggests that WWE is planning to create a stage that recreates the look of the Las Vegas Plaza Hotel and incorporates a gambling motif. A rumor has it that the stage will feature giant video screen, and with any luck, the stage won't obscure fans from watching the action in the ring. Could this stage top WrestleMania 33 or WrestleMania 39, two of the best looking stages in WrestleMania history? Number 2, many championships changing hands. Now it seems that WrestleMania is going to have a plethora of championship changes, as BetOnline's latest odds for WrestleMania 41 call for several championship changes. Right now, John Cena is the favorite to win the undisputed WWE Championship in Night 2, and Jey Uso is the heavy favorite to dethrone Gunther and capture his first World Heavyweight Championship win. The odds are also slightly favored for Charlotte Flair, as well as Dominik Mysterio being the favorite in the IC Championship match. And of course, Jacob Fatu is the big favorite going into his match against US champion LA Knight. Or will these championship change hands? What do you guys think? Number 3, WrestleMania won't be a sellout. Now, are WrestleMania tickets way too high for a sellout? Now, consider that there are reportedly over 4,000 plus seats unsold for Night 1 and over 1,000 remaining for Night 2 at the Allegiant Stadium. By comparison, last year's WrestleMania sold 90,000 tickets for both nights when the tickets went on sale. But even if WrestleMania doesn't sell out, expect them to announce a sellout and they'll do everything it can to fill the empty seats. As WWE have previously adopted in the past, they could either sell those tickets at a very low rate or use seat fillers. While there are reports that fans are less interested in this year's PLE, WWE's outrageous ticket price seems to be the biggest reason for the slowdown in ticket sales. A recent article from the Sporting News detailed how front row seats will set fans back $25,000, and that's only for one night. And even trying to get into the show will set a fan back $408 just for nosebleed seats. Just compare that to WrestleMania 19 when the best seats in the stadium were $400. Now it's $400 for the worst seats. Now, even though WrestleMania will certainly be a financial success, breaking many gate records, WWE have to reevaluate its price points for domestic shows. Then again, given the success of international shows, it's entirely possible WWE will begin holding more Big Four shows in international markets, particularly Saudi Arabia, where it may feel it can get away with the extremely high ticket prices. Are any of you guys going to WrestleMania, and how much did you pay for your tickets? Number 4, the real reason why there won't be any matches on the pre-show. WrestleMania's pre-show will run 3 hours each night, which invites the question why WWE isn't putting any matches on its pre-show. It's well known that Peacock is happy with extended pre-shows as they bring in viewers, but why wouldn't WWE want to bring in more viewers for its pre-shows rather than subjecting fans to endless hype videos and pre-show panel discussions? Also, why not give some of its superstars a chance to work at the company's biggest event of the year? As it stands, Chelsea Green has nothing to do at WrestleMania, and WWE could have easily inserted a match on the pre-show. However, what's the real reason behind this? Well, according to a recent PW Insider report, why did WWE stop doing pre-show matches for pay-per-views? Instead of doing a pre-show filled with talking, why not do matches on them to get the people on the card, especially for Big Four pay-per-views like Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series? It was a decision of Lee Fitting and WWE to make the pre-game similar in tone to ESPN College Game Day with more discussion and speculation. They can always go back to the old way, there's no requirement to have matches. The WWE seems content airing matches that didn't even make the cut for PLEs, including WrestleMania for Raw and SmackDown, because it builds interest in the WWE's television shows. Nonetheless, the WWE's ever-growing roster and lack of opportunities for superstars to get TV time, let alone PLE matches, only reinforces the fans' demand for more matches, both on pre-shows and PLEs. Could it be that WWE is afraid of burning fans out with too many matches? But then again, what would you prefer, more talking or more matches? Number 5, will WrestleMania rise to the occasion? WrestleMania isn't lighting the WWE universe on fire so far, but despite a surprisingly weak lineup, at least compared to the last 2 years, fans shouldn't rule out the company's talent over-delivering to rise above the mediocre booking and low expectations. Well, this wouldn't be the first time a lukewarm show turned into a sizzler, and with any luck, Triple H and his creative team have some surprises to make this a memorable show. If not, the rest of 2025 will need all the help it can get to get fans tuned in. Number 6. who is the third man? WWE doesn't have much going for its storyline with the final boss, but it does have a chance to electrify the WWE landscape if The Rock reveals he has another wrestler on his team. Just who it could be is anyone's guess, as after all, WWE showed it's willing to step outside of its comfort zone when it turned John Cena heel. WWE could turn another babyface heel or have a current heel decide to join the team. Let's hope WWE goes in this direction, because another member could help make up for The Rock's absence from TV and the WWE's biggest storyline. Number 7. Who is Randy Orton's opponent? Now, fans have wondered whether Nick Aldis would return to the ring since he debuted as SmackDown General Manager. However, who could have suspected it would be at WrestleMania against Randy Orton? As off the wall the idea seems, the smart money is on Aldis vs Orton this Saturday, following the announcement that Orton's original opponent Kevin Owens is taking time off to deal with a serious neck injury. However, two questions come to mind here. Number 1, just how long has WWE known Owens couldn't work WrestleMania? And number 2, is Aldis ready for a high-profile match? Now, Aldis still stays in tremendous shape, as seen by social media posts where he's teased wrestling Raw General Manager Adam Pearce, but there's a big difference between being fit and being in shape to wrestle. WWE does have other options, of course, and names such as Solo Sikoa, Ludwig Kaiser, or returning superstars such as Rusev and Aleister Black come to mind. While many fans expect to see the returning stars after WrestleMania, a Rusev return at Mania seems like a much better match than Aldis vs Orton. The only thing keeping WWE from booking Rusev against Orton is that Rusev losing would be the worst way to bring him back. Either way, WWE could be stressing out looking for an opponent for the Viper, especially one that's worthy of a WrestleMania match. Number 8. The return of the Spinner Belt. It's been said that the only certainties in life are death and taxes, but fans can add John Cena bringing the Spinner Belt back if he defeats Cody Rhodes for the WWE Undisputed Championship. Now, the Spinner Belt made an appearance on the most recent edition of SmackDown, and whilst this was no doubt the replica version of it, it still looked pretty awesome. Coincidentally, it's also been 20 years ago that John Cena introduced the WWE Spinner Championship. Bringing it back on its anniversary would just be incredibly special. Number 9. The return of The Rock and Travis Scott. Or will The Rock show up at this year's WrestleMania? It's imperative, as fans are still asking what in the blue hell WWE was thinking in keeping The Rock off WWE television ever since John Cena's heel turn and alliance with the final boss. The fans continue raising the serious storyline as they wonder just what The Rock had to offer Cena in exchange for his own soul. WWE hasn't even created a sense of suspense with Cena's reason for turning. This could have easily been done with some dialogue by Cena suggesting everything will be revealed at WrestleMania, or even some video appearances by The Rock. Instead, The Rock has been an afterthought, and Cena has made the focal point about himself and how the fans never really cared about him. That Travis Scott will appear at WrestleMania, but will he have The Rock by his side? Right now, plans of The Rock appearing at WrestleMania 41 have been kept top secret, and it's been mentioned that the real reason why WWE haven't mentioned The Rock on television is because they're unsure themselves whether The Rock will appear at WrestleMania 41. Number 10. The return of Alexa Bliss and the Wyatt Six. Now, will Alexa Bliss return at WrestleMania, and if so, will she join forces with the Wyatt Six? Now, we haven't seen Alexa Bliss on television since the Women's Elimination Chamber match, where she was unsuccessful in winning. However, according to a report by Fightful Select, it seems that fans will have to wait until after WrestleMania to see the return of Alexa Bliss and her involvement in the Wyatt Six. According to that report, Bliss was scheduled to be creatively involved with the Wyatt Six, but due to Bo Dallas's injury, the faction was pulled off television, which in effect has taken Bliss off television. Number 11. A shocking twist. A Roman Reigns' tribal chief has a poor history when it comes to loyalty. Paul Heyman's decision to honor the favor he owes CM Punk for Punk's help at last year's Survivor Series shows how fragile his alliance with Roman is. However, what if Heyman has an even bigger strategy? What if Heyman decides to align not with CM Punk, not with Roman Reigns, but with Seth Rollins? Or while it may seem far-fetched, consider that Heyman has already thrown Roman off his game by siding with Punk. What if Heyman is playing Punk, who thinks he's playing Roman, in order to help Seth Rollins? This could raise the heat on Rollins versus Punk's feud, return Heyman to his villainous ways, and possibly send Roman in a new direction, although as we may see later, Reigns' WWE days may be winding down. And number 12, are we going to see some exits? This week after WrestleMania often leads to superstars returning from injury or other absences, the debut of new talent and NXT superstars getting promoted to the main roster. It also sees WWE superstars leaving to take time off, particularly the promotion's part-timers. So could we see the end of Roman Reigns? Reigns. It should go without saying that Roman Reigns will take time off after WrestleMania given his behavior over the last few years. Now in this week's edition of Raw, it seems that Roman Reigns is done with Paul Heyman. The WWE fans have brought up Reigns' past comments where he said once Paul Heyman leaves his side, you won't see the tribal chief anymore. Unlike past absences, fans have to wonder if this will be Roman Reigns' last WrestleMania, as he's hinted over the last 2 years that his days in WWE are numbered. With Reigns looking at Hollywood, it's not unreasonable to think that Reigns could retire. However, knowing wrestling's penchant for monetizing every dramatic moment, there's no way that WrestleMania will be Roman's last match, as it's just too much money for one more match. But what about Gunther? If Gunther drops the World Heavyweight Championship, don't be surprised to see him take time off, much as he did last year when he lost the Intercontinental Championship to Sami Zayn. This will allow him to get time to get some of the stink of the loss back so WWE can continue pushing him as a monster heel and putting him into a new program, possibly even sending him to SmackDown via the WWE Draft. At number 13, the return of Stone Cold Steve Austin. Now if The Rock returns with Travis Scott to presumably help out John Cena win number 17, who will Cody Rhodes have in his corner to counteract any interference? One huge rumor that has made the rounds is the idea of Stone Cold Steve Austin returning at WrestleMania 41 to be in the corner of the American Nightmare. But why would Stone Cold Steve Austin be in his corner? Well, Austin has previously told of his allegiance to Cody Rhodes in 2024 on the Unlikely with Adrian Hernandez podcast, as Austin clearly showed his support. Well, WrestleMania this year will be in Vegas, and I was doing an interview a while back, and I said, that's like right here. If he needs another hand, I'll be there. Now, Austin doesn't live too far from the Allegiant Stadium, so it would definitely be a short drive to help out Cody Rhodes. But fans are also pointing to a segment between The Rock and Cody Rhodes last year when The Rock beat him to a bloody pulp. And as always, WWE likes you to pay close attention to the scenes, whether it's in the background or the foreground. But in clear view of the scene, a WWE truck is parked in the back with both John Cena and who else is on the side? Stone Cold Steve Austin. Now this was definitely put here for a reason, so was it hinting to Austin's return? Imagine Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock coming face to face at WrestleMania 41, it would be one of the most memorable moments in WrestleMania history. But there you have it folks, the most shocking last minute rumors that you need to know about WrestleMania 41. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.